Hi, I'm Bill Harper. I'm a customer success specialist that works on Splunk AppDynamics. This is part 4 of our Integrating and Extending AppDynamics series. We'll be going through and talking a little bit about analytics. Here is the agenda that we've been using throughout the series, and basically we're going through each of the types of integrations in bullet number 2, and then a demo for each one of those. Extending Splunk AppDynamics. So here's what we've gone through so far. The first 3 parts, the built-in integration models, the API integrations, webhook and alerting integrations. And now we're going to take a look at the analytics feature in Analytics Event API in AppDynamics. The analytics feature in AppDynamics supports several in-product features, including transaction analytics, browser monitoring, mobile monitoring, API monitoring, business IQ, and much more. Analytics stores data in rows like databases, and you can create custom queries against the data using ADQL to gain additional insights. The Analytics Events API allows you to perform these queries through the API to retrieve the necessary data to analyze issues. You can also create your own data in analytics using the API to create a table and then to populate the table with data. Analytics data can be used in custom dashboards so you can see a visual representation of the data. You can also create metrics within the analytics data and then build health rules around those metrics for alerting. This feature is mostly used by partners and customers, and we're going to jump into the demo next. So we're off to show you a little bit of a demo on analytics. Again, this is the main AppD overview screen. I'm going to click into the analytics option here. We'll talk a little bit about analytics, and then we'll talk about the ways that you can integrate into it and push data into analytics. This is a default view of transaction analytics. I think we're monitoring, 4 or 5 different applications here, and this allows you to get more granular detail on the health of the application and actually jump in and troubleshoot it. We're going to head over next to searches. Okay, we've double-clicked into searches here. This is kind of the heart of analytics, is the ability to do searches amongst the data that's in here. So I'll show you a couple quick searches here, and then I'll talk about the integration capabilities of integrating data, your own data into analytics. Got a lot of searches here. We'll just click on this one here. This is one that I set up, and you can actually see the query here, the ADQL query. We could continue to modify this or refine it. We could look for application is Docker, and the user experience is poor or error. And if we research that, we're just going to see the ones that are in red here. So you not only have the ability to bring some data in here, but also refine and slice and dice the data using ADQL queries. That's just a simple one that I'll show you. We can get a lot more complicated. We did talk about metrics, so you can actually take some of the data that you bring into analytics and convert it to metrics and then use it with health rules and things of that nature. Let's take a look. A few metrics that we've created in here. What I want to do next is show some of the integration capabilities. I'm going to go back under search. Okay, we've dropped into search again, and these are all the searches. We executed this one last time, but what I wanted to show you was how analytics supports the rest of the product here. So these are the various tables that are in analytics by default. If you have the feature turned on, that's transaction analytics, that's log analytics. You can go all the way down to synthetics, connected or IoT devices. So the product features in right here. The next set of tables here are custom tables that were put in here through the API. Let's take a quick look at this CPU extensions one first. This actually shows you this percent of the CPU. You can see it's row data. 99%, 11%. So this data is actually coming in from a machine agent extension, and the machine agent extension is making a call into analytics so we can put the data in here and analyze it further. Next, let's look at another table that's in here. This is one we're going to actually go populate and show you the script that we used to populate it. This is name events. There's no data in here right now, but we're going to go send some data to it and come back and take a look. So I'm taking you down to the command line here so we can take a look at a couple of scripts that are sending data into the analytics part of AppDynamics. Let's first take a look at the script and then we'll go run it. A very simple script. Basically, it's hitting the analytics, the global analytics endpoint. It's using my account and my API key, which I've masked out here. And it's sending to this URL, events publish name event. So that's the name that we saw in AppDynamics of the table that we created in there. It's actually going to do a 10 loops and basically send in some random data based on user. It's going to be like user 1, 2, 3, and 4, something like that. We'll take a look when we run the script when we go back into the controller here. So I'm going to go ahead and run that script. I'm going to run the real one, which is this one that has the right credentials in it. And we're going to actually run it a few times. That's 1, so that's 10, should be 20. We'll do it a couple times here just to get some data loaded into AppDynamics. Okay, let's go back over to the controller view and take a look. Okay, we've headed back over to the AppDynamics controller. This is the screen we last saw when we were here last. There was no data in there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go ahead and do a refresh on that data. And we'll see data coming in from that script that we sent. And again, this is just dummy data, but it just gives you an idea how easy it is to bring some analytics, some of your own analytics data in here and go ahead and analyze it within the query system that AppDynamics has provided. That's it for the quick demo on analytics. And we will go on to the next section here, which will be section 5.